On Saturday night, November 8, 2025, at the magnificent 8 Wonder Ocean City venue in Hanoi, Vietnam, G-Dragon reaffirmed his status as a global K-pop icon with a spectacular opening night for his Übermensch World Tour. This concert was not just a performance, it was a cultural event that brought together art, fandom, and a momentous occasion in the Vietnamese capital. Anticipation and atmosphere before the show. The excitement began long before the stage lights came on. Ticket sales for this concert exploded in a matter of minutes, recording hundreds of thousands of visits to the sales site, more than 500,000 in one day. Fans from all over Vietnam and even Southeast Asia joined the hunt for tickets, a phenomenon never before seen in the local market. Before taking the stage, G-Dragon had already landed in Hanoi with his signature grandeur, arriving via private jet and greeted by thousands of enthusiastic fans. Fans arrived early, gathering in coordinated outfits, often bringing special merchandise and accessories to welcome their idol. Opening. From check-in to curtain rise. The venue doors opened early for a smooth and organized check-in and wristband exchange identified face scan plus event trinkets. At around 8 p.m. local time, the lights dimmed and the show began. The dark atmosphere at the venue was suddenly ignited by deep bass riffs and spotlights splitting the arena, a thrilling opening for thousands of audience members. Setlist, visuals, and stage moments. Although the full setlist for tonight has not been officially released, based on the consistency of previous tours, the Übermensch concert featured a mix of new songs from the Übermensch 2025 album, including Too Bad, Take Me, and Drama, as well as classic hits from G-Dragon and the BigBang era that shaped his career. The stage was designed on a grand scale, futuristic lighting, visual projections depicting the theme of Übermensch, human transcendence and identity shifts, and G-Dragon's wardrobe, which always makes a fashion statement. One of the most memorable moments was when G-Dragon turned to the audience and greeted them in Vietnamese, Cam on Kak Ban. Thank you, friends, which was met with thunderous cheers. Audience reaction emotional highlights. Amidst the light rain that fell just before the concert, even though it was only a little, the fans remained and sang along without any problems. According to one local tour guide, despite the pouring rain, more than 40,000 fans sang along, turning the challenging weather into an explosive and unforgettable moment. 3 elements that were most talked about by fans and local media. Fan service engagement. G-Dragon repeatedly went down to the lane near the fans, waving and smiling broadly, breaking down the barrier between artist and audience. Respect for Vietnamese fans. Attributes such as flower ribbons, typical of Vietnamese fans, appeared in many corners of the arena. Spectacular production. Visuals, audio, and stage effects were combined at a high tempo, from group dances to G-Dragon's touching solo performance. The power of the Übermensch concept and meaning. The Übermensch album and tour are positioned as G-Dragon's rebirth, breaking through the boundaries of music, visuals, and his solo artist identity. At tonight's concert, that theme was translated into stage form. G-Dragon appeared as a figure who transcended the label of a typical K-pop idol, giving the impression of being more than human, or Übermensch, through a show that combined music, fashion, theater, and visual art. Several fan forum observers also noted, "It's changed a few times for me, but ultimately home sweet home." The entire album is awesome, though. This reinforces that tonight's concert was not just entertainment, but an artistic experience that sought emotional resonance. Challenges. Minor notes. Although tonight went splendidly, there were a few notes. Due to the weather, some fans felt that their view of the stage was somewhat obstructed by rain or fog. Some international forum fans mentioned that G-Dragon's vocals were slightly choppy in some parts of the new songs, although this was not a big issue in the eyes of most of the audience. The complexity of the production meant that some audience members at the back of the GA area felt they couldn't hear the vocals and instruments clearly. Impact. Significance for Hanoi and the ASEAN region. This concert marked not only an achievement for the artist, but also an important milestone for the live music industry in Vietnam. Hanoi was once again chosen as a stop on a major K-pop tour after a previous show earlier this year, demonstrating the recognition of the local market. The explosive ticket sales and mobilization of international fans had an impact on the economy and tourism, Hotels in the city were fully booked, transportation services were packed, and merchandise sold out quickly. From a cultural perspective, the concert strengthened the connection between Korean artists and Vietnamese fans, with G-Dragon introducing the local language, greetings, and attributes. The closing of day 1. When the stage lights finally dimmed and G-Dragon concluded the night with a deep bow before the audience, the sense of togetherness was palpable, not just artist on stage and audience in seats, but artist plus community sharing a moment. This night reaffirmed that G-Dragon remains relevant, innovative, and capable of touching many hearts, not just through past hits, but through an ever-evolving artistic vision. And for the fans in attendance, this wasn't just about watching a concert, it was about witnessing an important chapter in the journey of a great artist.